Hello and welcome to another update video about FET. FET follows the previously presented bullish structure, and it seems the upside momentum is actually increasing and not slowing down. That shouldn't be a surprise given that we are likely in a third wave. A third wave is typically the strongest element of a trend. We're now at $2.60. As I mentioned in, I think it was yesterday's video, the third wave target is, minimum target actually, is $7.26. Obviously there is a condition. We always need to know when the structure breaks. We're going to talk about that. But the minimum target, based on what we see right now for the third wave, is $7.26. Ideal target, let's call it the first ideal target, is at $8.85, and then we've got $12.29 as well. So this is only for the third wave. That's what I'm watching for FET. I mean, there is a condition. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But yeah, ideally, we've seen from the February low a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave 1, then the wave 2 pullback. Then here, this would be the wave 3. Which could form another 5-wave move, but it's not always the case that in a third wave we get a nice and distinguishable 5-wave pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be ideal. Again, ideally 885, then we get another 4, 5 pattern. So, and then, you know, we will need to see how high the third wave eventually goes. Obviously, I'm covering nearly every day FET at the moment because, you know, it's interesting, gets requested a lot, and it's great. And it's one of the AI coins we've been covering for more than a year, I think. It was painful for a long time. But yeah, let's zoom out as well. Oh, by the way, before we talk about the bigger picture, the support level at the moment, or the ideal support range, if we get a pullback, the ideal range, if this is a wave 2, okay? Because it's possible that we get another nice 1-2 setup. Not guaranteed, I have to say that, but I have to give you the support area, because what happens if it happens overnight? At least you're prepared. So the support area is between $1.56 and $2.13, with additional support at $1.94 and $1.78. Please be aware, if the price forms another high, I will have to adjust the count. Not the count, the support area, okay, because it moves with the price. Looking at the microstructure before we really take a look at the bigger picture, see, this here is difficult to determine what exactly it is, right? It looks impulsive, yes, but what exactly is this? Difficult to say. Could be a series of 1-2 setups. We could be working on a diagonal. Yeah, I mean, see, we only have so much capacity for micro counting. I think we're already showing a micro count. Anything that's even smaller than this, very unreliable. If we draw the fibs, then it is possible that we're working here on a leading diagonal in wave 1, and this is probably the top of the third, maybe a 4 and another high in wave 5. That would be ideal, but that is not reliable at all. So when I don't see a reliable nano count, then I don't show it. Because then people get disappointed if it doesn't, you know, if it has to change, and that, yeah, but Bitcoin, it's no comparison to Bitcoin, which shows quite reliable nanostructures often. But yeah, I mean, this is what could be the case. I think you can, it's reasonable to say that, yeah, we have 3 waves in wave 1, wave 2, then 3 waves in wave 3, 4, and 5. That means the next level to watch is $3.04. I already gave you that level in the last update, and it's possible that we get basically a pullback after the next high. But I'm not very sure about this micro count, right? And if you're wondering, okay, how does that all come together? Well, it's not, you have too many ups and downs for really an impulse, especially here. This looks like 3 waves up. So you have A, B, C. And this is valid because we're dealing with a wave 1, most likely. And if it's a wave 1, then we're dealing here with either an impulse or a diagonal. But because because there are so many, here you have so many overlaps, especially down here, and then you have this again, yeah, it doesn't have the proportions for an impulse, okay? Now, I'm not saying it couldn't be one. We're on a small time frame. So basically like that, ABC, and then this is a 5-wave move here in wave C. where this might be a small 1, 2 down there, or even all of this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in C here. But that doesn't really give us much benefit in terms of, okay, predictive qualities. All I'm saying, okay, maybe this was a wave 4. And if it forms one more high, then we have 5 waves up and can be watching for that pullback. Alternatively, that wave 1 topped here. Either way, that nano count isn't so helpful. Best is to understand what's currently the support range. It's here, 156 to 213. And in case of any pullback, do we find support here? That's what a trader needs to be concerned with. And do the bulls turn up before we break below 156? Because any break below 156 would suggest that this structure is breaking. So ideally, we're holding above that level and find support within the range or above the range and keep going. As I said, you know, don't forget with a chart like that, don't disregard the bigger picture. Yeah, don't disregard the bigger picture. I've been saying that for a while. It's been on our radar as a bullish chart for a long time. Had an A wave up, a B wave down, and we could get the C wave rally right now. Yeah, and if it's a C wave rally, we're likely dealing here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, could be something different. Yeah, could be something different, but because this is an ABC, it clearly is in a larger A wave. The pullback probably is the B wave, and this is the C wave rally, which is a 5-wave move though. And yeah, it looks as if only, 1 second, I just need to shift that. I need to do that later. It looks as if only a 1-2 setup was completed and we're now in the 3rd wave. So yeah, I mean, the market can still climb higher and climb much higher. It's always important to understand that structures like these can also easily break. So of course it can come down, but we need to understand what is the relevant level where, if broken, we have a certain signal, you know, that things could be breaking down. So please be aware of that. It's 156, but that would break the microstructure. That would not necessarily break the overall uptrend. But I can only give you the nearest ideal support, and that's currently 156 to 213. If that level breaks, I would have to assume, okay, possibly all of this is a wave 1 in an alternative perspective, and then a lower support area would be probably in the region between 121 and 73 cents. So 73 would be the next key level. If that breaks as well, that might really threaten the larger trend. But I don't see that happen at the moment. So we focus on what we see right now, which is we're in an uptrend. Yes, we're quite far away from support. Still, though, we've had our 5 waves up several times already, as I just showed you here as well. There was another 1-2 setup, and seems like we are continuing to climb. Don't panic, you know, in case of pullbacks. I mean, today I received probably 20 messages about, oh, FET is coming down. Well, yeah, of course, nothing's going to go up in a straight line, right? So know where the support area is. It's here. And you have to size accordingly. If you entered at some point here, you know, you just need to be aware that we could ever at any time get a pullback into the support area without breaking the trend. So are you happy with that drawdown? And then, you know, if not, take some partial profits. That's just simple mathematics. Yeah, that's at the moment FET. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.